Good evening, and welcome to the Catch-Up Completionist. Not to be confused with the Catch-Up. The Catch-Up Completionist. Actually, it is. Not to be confused with the Ketchup Completionist, which smells tomatoes. Anyway, I had to go make a quick pit stop to visit my friend Wenda Cranesbill. So now I will put the fruits of that labor away by stuffing these. Oh no, my thing is full. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear, chat. My bags are full. My bags are full. Okay, so why don't I have room for Longs of Mordor snag in the forestry tab? Let's see, is there something I only have one of? Well, there's logs of Thornholt wood. There's a thief kitty in the background. I mean, I could process a lot of these and ship them off to where they need to go. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I am going to, however, spend these because why not? Also going to get rid of the silver coins because, again, why not? Meow, meow, meow. Let's see if I have space in my potions for... Nope. Because I have some of these old potions that I don't need. And actually I know exactly who needs them. That would be Azure Bell, who is level 65. Meow, meow. I need to play her, probably will be playing her on Friday on the official. I haven't decided if she'll be the character I take to 85 and park her, or if she'll be the character I take to 100 and park her, or 105 and park. Because basically, I have a couple of plans in the works. By the way, I also have my Locho shirt on today. My plan is to basically... Hi, Tolkien Otaku. How you doing? Is to level up a character to precisely the best level for the the Heritage Rune turn-ins for the LI reward track. And then just leave them there. I mean, these would be characters I don't normally play. So they're supposed to just hang out and not do anything. So they could be bank alts, basically. I do have several bank alts. I'm not as bad with my bank alts in Locho that I am in DDO. I'm just gonna shoot you. Why? Because I can. You're not a sentry, though. I need a sentry. So, today's been a Monday. I did some governmental-related paperwork that I needed to do today. Because you have to do it. Or else the government kind of gets pissed off at you if you don't. And also, while I was getting ready for a weekly thing that we do for Signum University, we have like an all-university, like kind of like a, I don't know, it's a meeting, basically. Talks about, you know, what happened last week, what's going on this week, etc., etc. And because I wasn't awake by the time I was getting ready for that this afternoon, I had not yet had my caffeine. I had put my ticket, I was like, okay, I'm gonna get ramen for breakfast. Breakfast, even though it is technically afternoon. Hello, are you a rare? You are a rare. You're gonna die. There you go, you dead. No, you're not a rare, are you? No, you're just a regular. Got your teeth cleaned at the dentist. I would love to have teeth too clean. Let's call it like it is. Everybody has seen it. People made comment about it on the official. But when I was a kid, I got diagnosed with a gum disease that literally made brushing my teeth massive amounts of pain. And so it's not a habit I ever got into. Because like, why are you gonna make yourself be in pain all day long? And so, as what happens if you don't take care of your teeth, you know, things happen. And I am in need of getting all of that fixed up. Though, to be fair, it does run in the family. My brother has had dentures. My elder brother has had dentures since he was in his upper 30s, lower 40s, and he's in his 50s now, so... but it's well and truly past my turn. The problem is, never having had really good dental insurance, even when I worked at Time Warner Cable, our dental insurance was not that awesome, so it was always more money than I ever had sitting around that I could do anything about. Hi, hello, little kitty. Leafy is being a humble, growly kitty. So it will eventually get taken care of. Actually, one of the things that I've loved about the pandemic and having to wear your mask out in public is nobody could see. I loved it. But, so anyway, today I put ramen in the microwave and completely 100% forgot to put water in it. And I was like really looking forward to having ramen for breakfast too. And people were like, well, what? You look forward to having... Yeah, I actually like the brand of ramen that I like to snack on. Because they have this really cool sauce that goes in it for the teriyaki. It is so good. But... not putting water in it means that it didn't cause a fire. However, it was smoldering when I heard the microwave go off. Because I was in here. Because I was, getting everything ready for, the Zoom call and whatnot. So, it's like you microwave it for like 4 minutes. And then I smell... I'm like, oh, fuck. So I realized the error of my ways and opened the microwave, and then, that there was smoke. It wasn't, like, massively bad smoke. It didn't... Honestly, it should have set the smoke alarm off, and I don't know why it didn't, so that's something I'm gonna have to look into. So... I've been airing out the house most of the day. And it's still not really aired out. I mean, I've got the Febreze right here. And the Febreze doesn't get rid of the smells. I'm just saying, you can still smell. It smells like... Right now, my house kind of smells like a fire pit. Not fire as in your house just burned down, but definitely like you've been hanging around a campfire for a while, only without the toasted marshmallows. And I got lucky in that today was a nice enough day that I could have a bunch of windows open and not have my house get stupidly cold. So there was that. Yeah, so when it comes to the teeth thing, is like when I would brush my teeth, no matter how careful I was, it would look like I was, a vampire, chowing down on somebody's blood. I mean, it looked like a freaking horror movie.
How can I be of service? How can I be of service?
And it was, like, super painful.
What can I do for you?
Man, I just wanted to get these quests on so I can get out of Dunlin, but no. Now, I get to go back and kick Photok. We just saw that guy's butt. Well, not his butt, but you know what I meant. You don't count, do you? No. We're gonna go back to where we were. Kill more of these guys. Oh, wow. Died of breast and bone cancer in her late 40s. Wow. That's rough. So it will get done eventually. I've been trying to save up a little cash on the side to help out with it, but it's also difficult in that, aside from the oh my god, you have the deductibles. Like, I don't know if you've been paying attention. I mean, medical deductibles are really really bad. But for example, a Standing Stone employee recently put up a GoFundMe for their surgery that they needed, a preventative surgery, and the deductible was $5,000. And I'm happy to report, again, if you hadn't checked it out in the past couple of days, that the thing was supposed to end last night, and he was only just shy of halfway through. Halfway to the goal. And Elda pinged me, and I went and looked to confirm, because I always like to hear good stories. And through the generosity of the Lotro community and his family, and then a last minute 11th hour donation of the entire rest of the needed funds from Severlin himself. Fuck yes, Severlin. MVP's thing has gone off successfully, so he does not have to worry about that $5,000 deductible. And also, that double caps why Standing Stone is a fucking awesome place to work, apparently. I wouldn't say that they do that a lot, but that kind of tells you how much they value MVP as an employee. That, the EP would drop, $2,500 on them. So I sure as hell hope that means that either MVP has already become a full-time employee, or his contract, which will be coming up for renewal soon, is going to get, converted to full-time employee, because holy shit. So that, I'm so freaking... I mean, there wasn't much that I could do with it beyond, spreading the word. And, I did chip in what I... Actually, I chipped in more than I should have, but I didn't care. MVP is my friend. And MVP did me a stupidly awesome good turn a few years back. If you might remember the infamous furnace drama. Like, 5 years ago? Time is lost all meaning because of the fucking pandemic. But because of MVP, I will definitely go above and beyond more than is wise on his behalf. In fact, I always like to tell the story about how when MVP put in the application to work at Standing Stone, he asked me, and I granted him permission to use me as a reference, and when they reached out, I was freaking happy to sing his praises.
What do you need?
Calling the riot. Calling riot sounds like fun.
Mind my words, traveler.
Oh god, more freaking dailies! In the same place we were just at. Oh, and I can't actually... Wait, what? So we're still supposed to go to this place we keep going to, and it's not even showing up on the map? And you can't set it as your quest track? That's weird. That's weird. Standing Stone, fix that. So, speaking of other things involving Standing Stone, By the way, I really like the fact that this tree is waving in the wind. Or part of the tree or something. I don't know if you've been following along or watching Court of the Rings at all. But this most recent Court of the Rings, he was talking about some changes that's probably going to be happening here in the near future. Seemed not too specific on time frame, but it sounds like it might be time to do something. And by do something, I mean basically see what's being lost because of the changes and fill that gap. So basically, kind of the gist of what I understood him to have said during that stream was that he's going to be cutting back on his live streams. Maybe entirely. In favor of, short how to get to the new area, or how do you use this thing, like, kind of like, sort of like a quick talk through of the LI page, or the, LI reward track page, or something like that. I'm not sure of the details. But that's what it sounded like to me.
What can I do for you?
Okay, I have no quests here. I officially have no quests to do. Wait, you have a quest ring. Hello. Maybe I lied. I did lie. Alright, we got these two quests. They must have fallen off the thing. So, and he also was talking about the possibility that it would be affecting the beacon. And the way I understood it is it would also affect DDO. So that would affect the DDO Chronicle, which is basically the DDO version of the beacon. And also the DDO live stream, the weekly Wednesday lunchtime live stream, which I love that as the title of a stream, by the way. So I'm thinking to myself, if Cord isn't going to be doing that, and again, from my understanding, the reason that's happening is not because of something Cord wants or doesn't want to do, it's the fact that, he only has X amount of hours in the day to do things, and the company needs him to do Y amount of things, so, something's gotta give kind of deal. So if he's not publishing a Beacon or Chronicle every week, and if he's not doing weekly live streams, what's to say somebody from the community can't collect that same or similar information and publish it, right? So that's the idea I'm currently plotting out right now. So I'll probably have a working game plan for it. Probably by the time the week is over. Hi. I need to find scouts. Scouts specifically. You're a scout. And, oh, you got a sack of the discarded ore that I'm supposed to go find. That's nice. So I haven't decided how I want to do it. Perhaps you can help, toss some ideas. Because it's intended to be a community resource to cover both games stuff. So I don't know whether I want to do a combined version of the two. Now, one thing I want to be very clear about, again, from my understanding, again, I could be wrong, is that it's not that that information won't be available, like, the stuff that would normally appear on the, in the Chronicle would be available to see on, like, the Locho and DDO websites, right? They'd still be there. You wouldn't have a weekly article of that information copying this stuff. So, like, maybe they would post it on the forums, or maybe do a sales pictures. That's actually one thing I noticed is they kind of trialed it with DDO over the holiday with the special December deals. I thought it worked out pretty well because it was a very handy place to go back and look at all the information with the nice graphics and whatnot. So I think that's kind of what I want to do. Oh, I have a feeling I'm going to come back and kill that guy. And come back and kill more of these guys, because this just screams like I'm doing the first of a series of quests kind of deal. I just need to get 2 more scouts to manifest so I can kill them. Oops. There's one right over here, actually. Excuse me! So what do you think? Would it be more useful to you to have, or to see, like, one specific page to cover both games' weekly sales and bonuses and whatnot? Or would you find it more useful for it to be separate? Like, here's the DDO one, and here's the Lotro one, and not cross-pollinate. Because one thing they've always tried to avoid on either game's channels is to cross-pollinate, where DDO players felt that they had to go to watch Lotro to find out what's going on in their game. Or that Lotro players had to come to DDO stream to find out what's going on there. So I understand that notion of wanting to keep things a little bit separate. But it does seem like it would involve more web pages to have to keep in line here. Hence the other game. Yeah, right? So it's kind of like Rattlesnake. There are 2 different people, 2 different men named Josh that I moderate for on Twitch. So depending on which Josh's stream and community I'm in, there's Josh and then there's the other Josh. And who the other Josh is depends on who the main Josh is, right? Art and Esoteric would prefer to have them separate. Okay.
What do you need?
Okay. And I can definitely see that. Okay, defeat Ukruk. See, I told you we were going to go back and kick that guy's ass.
Megavonin, might you spare a moment?
And destroy aura cards. Yeah, sure. We'll do that too. Zoop. Okay, running through these on a war city is probably not the smartest of ideas. But hey, they have rope railings and wooden railings. So it's not as bad as like most of the bridge in Lorient, or in, well, in Lorient too, and in Rivendell. Now that being said, what should I call this thing? What should I call them? Because I don't want to say, oh, this is the, the Lotro Beacon, because that's, that's the Standing Stone name for it. And I understand, in the DDO Chronicle. I mean, the Stormreach Chronicles is actually an in-character thing in DDO, for example. I was thinking maybe the Lotro side could be something like the Quick Post. Hey, he's back here. The Josh report. Well, this isn't about the 2 Joshes. So my initial idea was like the Standing Stone Gazette, because that makes a play on the SSG acronym. But then I would wonder if somebody would think, oh, this is that you actually work for Standing Stone, which I don't. Much to everybody's regret, right? Nah. I think anybody regrets that. Alright, going this way. And then I was thinking, maybe the Standing Stone Insider, right? Kind of like a little nod to Star Wars Insider, the magazine / website / whatever the hell it is these days. But then I thought maybe there might be some folks who get a little bit pissy about, you know, how dare you call yourself an insider? I do just as much blah blah blah. I just seem to remember there's some folks, and I noticed like a recent recent forum post over on the DDO side. Some folks had missed out on the anniversary stream because Cord didn't advertise it in all the same places that he normally did, and so some people were like, there was a stream.
What do you need?
Even though actually he did publish it in a lot of spaces, people just weren't paying attention. And so this person was like, having a... God damn it.
Diamond.
It's like, I just want to get out of here, and they got like days and days of
Mind my
quests to
words,
do.
traveler.
Alright. Oh, and now other people have quests for me too. Oh, that's nice.
Stay a moment. Stay a moment.
Will you lend me your ear?
Okay, so we got our quest to go back someplace else. But in this particular case, we want to do all these other quests first. Wait, are they really all this way? We'll go down that way. Let's go down that way. So I don't know. And I was also like, well, where am I going to post this stuff? Because one thing is, I don't do press stuff anymore. Mainly because the site I was doing press for, I was the only person doing press for it for like 3 years. And it's like, and I wasn't getting anything out of it. I mean, sure, I kept getting invited to PAX, well, I kept getting press badges for PAX East. Guess what? I haven't done press work in 2 years, and I got another press badge for PAX East this year. Which, you know, now I'm trying to fight to scrape up the money to go. Because I want to go see my friends. Like MVP and Clem. And the kids at Standing Stone. Though I don't know exactly how many of these folks I'm actually going to see, but there has been some chatter. It's like, I want to go hang out with these people. And that's like the week... PAX East is like the weekend of the game anniversary, so I'm like, oh, I'll miss Cordova's special stream. No! So I don't know. I don't know. So naming things is always the hardest part for me, is to come up with a really good name for it. So I do have 2 URLs just sitting around that I pay for every year. One of them is one based on my kin name here, radiofreegallifrey.com. And the other... Hi. Is druidsfire.com. I've actually used to have 2 different iterations of druidsfire.com. Both of them on my friend Scott's server. But it seems to have gone wandering again, and it's become a little bit of a pain in the ass for me to go back and try to recreate that content. So I would rather just go ahead and just get an actual paid host. Because one thing about hosting your shit on your friends' sites is that at some point they're probably going to be like, look, you need to chip in here, which, you know, fair. The other is that you really don't feel like you should ask them for favors to get shit done. So it's basically like, I feel better about pestering, like, a company that I'm paying for their site. Like, hey, my site isn't working, get this up and running, I'm paying you for this. Or, you know, I'd like a credit for the time the site is down, kind of shit. Because, you know, in all fairness, it wasn't anybody's priority to keep the site up. So, You know, it's... Okay, we need one more. You gonna give me an order? Give me a sealed order, come on. God damn it. And the drop rate on this is terrible. Terrible by Lotro standards, quite frankly. Because, you know, Lotro is generally pretty good about the drop rates on these sorts of things. A little more hint of Febreze in the room. Holy crap. Come on, one more, dude. One more sealed message. There we go. Let's get this one. I don't know. Anybody have any bright ideas what I should call this this new venture? I mean, I can host on either of the two URLs that I have. Just what should I call it? Honestly, I'm kind of thinking of using it as an excuse to, again, build up my personal brand again as Dreadfire. Hello, content creator. That's who I am. And it would also be nice to actually have some permanent content for the game community to refer to. And one of the other things I was looking at doing is it was actually inspired by a conversation that was happening in the primary DDO Discord. There are two main Discords for DDO in terms of people in them. One of them is... I think it's actually... one of them is more favored by the devs than other, but neither are actually official. It must be noted, neither Lotro nor DDO has an official Discord, and nor is it likely to get an official Discord. Simply because that's a shit ton of work that they don't want to do. That they don't want to hire somebody. And by they, I'm not saying Standing Stone per se, I'm saying like Daybreak. Anytime it involves money, them not willing to do something like, hey, they're not willing to, open headcount to hire more people because, god damn it, Cordova needs help. I could 100% completely blame that on Daybreak. Okay. All these quests back at this place, and then maybe we'll go talk to the people at the other place. Let me make sure I'm not missing any quests here. Oh, they all got the green check marks. Alright, let's go. So, I don't know. I'm gonna come up with a cool, fun name, I think. And part of the problem is I don't want to copy or allude to the name of anybody else's stuff. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll find something lore appropriate that nobody has actually used in reference to Lotro and DDO community stuff. Which, you know, in fairness to both communities, the games have been out for 15 and 16 years respectively. And it's going to be a little bit difficult finding something that hasn't been used before.
Megovanen. Megovanen.
And you got a new quest for me.
Stay a moment.
Oh, kill more orcs where the place we just were? Hell yeah.
Might you spare a moment of your time? Will you lend me your ear?
I think it's less that they need a community manager for either game, and more that they need somebody to handle a lot of the
How can I be of service?
stuff that Core does that isn't like game specific, right? Because I mean, he's actually better than a lot of people give him credit for in terms of being a personality on camera. Because I can think of a couple people at Standing Stone who would not be good bases for the game. And one of them I mean with absolutely zero disrespect and much love to the guy. But he just does not have an amazingly awesome TV personality. You need to have somebody who works good on camera. And some folks don't, and that's okay. There's absolutely zero wrong with that. Their strengths lie elsewhere, as it were. Okay, do you count? No. And then there's other folks. You know, it'd be really cool if they could get him to come back on the stream on the regular. Is Quartermaster Yu is back on the team, but he's not in a customer-facing position at this point. Not that he really was before, but he's even less so now, from my understanding. But he had an amazing personality for TV, as it were, and it'd be cool to have him back on stream. But again, it'd be down to, would people be demanding that he answer questions about his job, or do you want him to see him hanging out with the community? And then anybody else who has that cheerful and enthusiastic personality on stream, people would then make snide comments about Cordovan's more laid-back approach. So, do they have enough work for 2 full community managers? Maybe. I know they have more work than for 1. Because back in the day, under the Turbine era, when, of course, to be fair, they had more games in the form of, like, you know, Asheron's Call and Infinite Crisis. They had a community team. They had more than just one person. But then when they all went to become, you know, Standing Stone, they only ponied up for 1 CM. And no community specialists to help out. Though I understand that Daybreak is hiring a CM for Darkpaw Games, who runs EverQuest and EverQuest 2, which is a little bit interesting, because I thought they just hired somebody to be the EverQuest CM. Maybe they gave him a promotion. Actually, I know the guy they have hired, or at least Chad Wingard. Used to work at Blizzard. That's where I first heard of him. And he actually, if anybody plays World of Warcraft and goes to Stormwind Keep and sees that little pug running around, that is named after his dev name, which is Christo. This guy's like, yeah, my boss just got his ass kicked. I'm just going to stand here and walk past. Now, we don't know what form this millions of dollars that EG7 CEO, who happened to be Standing Stone, or Daybreak's old CEO, Jiham, we don't know what form that money is going to take. I mean, we are seeing that they are opening some headcount for the game. For Lotro. I feel kind of bad for DDO because DDO never gets mentioned, except maybe in passing. Hardly even in passing in the EG7 investor reports. Those presentations like, where's DDO in all this? It's just not here. Ah! Horse! Okay, go this way. Go this way. Here, go up this way. There you go. So, if I were you, I would expect to see far fewer chords of the rings and weekly Wednesday lunchtime live streams. I would expect to see fewer or no beacons or chronicles. So I'm like, well, I can do something about that. I mean, I pretty much read the beacon every week, on my official show anyway. So I can definitely see. Oh my god, did I already do this? No. God damn it. I don't want to do your dailies. But I promised that I would do the quest at least once. No additional quests? Good. Let's go back to that place. Kill the guys one more time. Get the tokens. I mean, people complain, it's like, oh, Lojo needs a freaking graphics overhaul. I'm like, DDO needs it more. DDO's graphics is... I mean, a lot of their more recent stuff is really, really decent compared to what they've had in the past, but... And their character generation 100% needs an overhaul. For one thing, in their care gen, they have, like, suggested builds or paths that you can select for each class. And the game has changed a million ways since those were created. Those templates suck balls. They are horrible. They suck a great big donkey balls. Because just basically it's because the classes have changed. Like, playing a paladin now is a lot different than playing a paladin back then. So I think what they really should do is consider maybe contracting out a couple of folks like maybe Strim Tom and have him build them decent free-to-play default character builds. Do you count this quest? Yep. It'll be 25. But I mean, I love using Strim Tom's builds as a basis for the characters that I play in DDO. The problem with his stuff, and this is actually part of the larger conversation that I've been observing in the DDO community, because folks are talking about, well, here's what I would do to help new players learn how to play the game. And none of them have a fucking clue what it's like for a new player in DDO. Because they have, for the most part, I would say the majority of DDO's players are multiple hundreds of true reincarnations beyond the first time they've ever played a class. They have so much baked in knowledge that it's like they instinctively know how to build a character and do certain things, and nobody, like a brand new player fresh off the taco truck, is not going to know anything about it. It's like, what do you mean when you're talking about, what's a TR? What do you mean when you talk about LGS? Why should I TR a character at all? I mean, what's the point of going back and leveling the game entirely over from the get-go? Why should I start at level 1 again? I might as well just take this with travel. What's the point of TRing, right? Why should I use a sentient jewel? What's it gonna do for me? What do these filigrees do? But there's just so much, if you excuse the pun, esoteric knowledge that veteran players have that non-veterans have no idea. Not a clue. Okay. Okay, we're gonna turn in this one quest. This is either gonna unlock quests for us, or... Yup, look! We got more quest people!
Will you lend me your ear?
Oh man, I gotta talk to that guy. Ay, 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 ay. Nobody else up here? Except Merwin. Except Merwin's quest involves me going to, like, weird places.
Meg of Onan.
Can I go down to where that guy is? No. Because there isn't a stable master there. Rude. Are we gonna yeet ourselves off the cliff face? We might. Let's go take a look. How far down is it? That'll be fine. It'll be fine. We'll just do it in little hops. So that's kind of where I am right now. I'm in the idea stage, which I know there's a lot of folks who think they can get into the game industry with, I'm an ideas person. I hate to break it to everybody, but everybody in the game industry has ideas. The problem is, can you execute on those ideas? And so that's kind of where I am, is I need to execute on the idea. So I'm going to take my handy dandy piece of paper, my notebook here, and start sketching out the outline of how I want things to go and what features I want on such a site, and a little bit of how I'm going to make this site happen.
What do you need?
Hi. And more quests.
Stay a moment.
Defeat fell spirits and get ancient coins, okay. And
Won't I take a moment
locate
of your time?
some weird ass pillars. Okay. Okay. So, I don't know. And I don't want to, like, replicate any of the fine, amazing work that the Locha or DDO community content creators are currently doing, necessarily. You count? You do. And of course, if I do, like, a DDO one, there's no way in hell that I would be able to replicate, you know, Strim Thomas builds. It's just not, you know, it's not something I'm interested in, and I'm also not qualified to do so. But I think I could be of use and fill in a crack here where there aren't any proper newbie guides for DDO anymore, or else they've all been out of date since like 2009 or something. Like, nobody's touched them in years. Like, even Strimtom's builds... I didn't even need to kill that guy. Like, if you look at any of his builds before they revamped the Epic Destinies, all mention the old Epic Destiny system, and he hasn't gone back to update most of them, or any of them that I'm aware of. I think he generally has been focusing on new stuff. Which, fair. I think one of the things I want to see him do, though, is I want to see him revamp his Sun Flask build. Because if you did the Snow Peaks and you did the challenge climb, there was an... Oh, you can get an Immortal Sun Flask. And so if he did a Sun Flask build, without, because if you didn't know, Sunflask is something you can get out of I think you can buy them off the DDO store. But they also drop out of Daily Dice. Okay. Find the southern pillar. Aha. That doesn't look like a pillar to me. It looks more like a plinth. It looks like a plinth, people. Wait, I have to go up there first. So we'll see how it goes. One thing I would really, really love for my house not to smell like I set something on fire. Except I did pretty much set something on fire. Well, there wasn't open flame. I think there wasn't, question mark. It's still pretty rank. And my nose is still feeling the burn. What you got for me
Greetings.
now?
What can I do for you?
Now what?
Would you do something for me?
Talk to the lady. She's right. Why could you just ask her to come over?
What can I do for you? Will you lend me your ear? Stay a moment.
He's shy? Well, maybe he's shy. Maybe he fancies her. Wouldn't be the first time a ranger fancied an elf lass. But I'm just saying, Calenglad, I'm gonna copy Corey on this one. Dude, he's just not into you. She's not into you, dude. Actually, that was a storyline, now I'm thinking about it, that came about in the Third Age, the RPG that I think it was Warner Brothers put out. Warner Brothers Interactive. But it was basically a game that the mechanics of the game were perfectly fine, right? You're playing through the story of Lord of the Rings, and you're playing a party that are not the book characters. There's some archetypes similar to book characters. There's a character like, there's an elf lady, so kind of like Tariel. So there's an elf lady, a Rohirric lady, a man from Gondor. There's a dwarf. I don't think you actually get a hobbit. I don't recall if there was an actual hobbit in the party. I could be wrong. And you basically follow along behind the book characters. And I think one thing that they had done wrong with that game is they made it so blindingly obvious that you're not the book characters. It's like, oh no, you're not good enough to be Aragorn. You're not good enough to be this other person. You're not the book characters. And so I think they hammered that nail a little bit too much in the thing. For example, they had the Gondor man was in love with the elf lady, but the elf lady wasn't into him and said, no, dude, you should actually... It's kind of like the game designers wanted to see what would happen. They wanted to tell the story of a Gondorian who actually did choose the Rohirric lady, right? So it was a little bit of wish fulfillment for folks who were fans of Eowyn, because the female Rohirric lady was pretty badass. She was very much capable of kicking ass and taking names, right? Wait. Is he down there? No. Is he on the island, though? Yep. And occasionally, once in a great while, you'd have the heroic characters join your party for a turn or two, or for big fights, like, the Battle of Helm's Deep. You had turns where you were playing as Legolas, or you were playing as Gandalf, or you were playing as whoever. But it's once in a great while, right? Or as in Lotro, Gandalf says he wish he could take you along in the Fellowship. Yeah, right. I mean, in the Third Age, you were known to some folks in the party, and you do run across them. But you never pretty much... I think there's only one scene where you actually get to fight Sauron. I never actually finished the game. I think at some point I just got pissed off at it. Continually beating you in the head with, you're not actually the book characters. And when the book characters joined your party, they had some god tier stats. And that further cemented the fact that you were nobody compared to them, right? Versus, at least in Lotro, while you're not necessarily the peer of folks like Aragorn and Gandalf or whoever, they at least respect your skills and and when you run with them and, like, you're trying to keep so-and-so alive in an escort quest or something, you're generally not really set to be that super underpowered compared to them. There's a little bit of more equality in that particular equation. But I mean, the actual mechanics of the game were not that bad, and the graphics were pretty cool for the time it came out. Because I mean, it came out, and it was tied into the movies, so it's definitely a form of that. Ooh, that reminds me, I need to book court about. I'll wait till tomorrow because it's 9 o'clock in the evening. One does not bug Cordovan on his nights off because he's got shit to do. Why am I getting messages in Slack? No, I'm not. I just stuff that I didn't catch earlier. Yeah, even with the 10 times more morale than they have, you're still kicking more ass than Gimli. Yeah, yeah. Hi.
What can I do for you? How
I
can
did
be
your
of service?
quest. I'm like earning... No more quests. Is there anywhere else I can pick up quests here? We might be done. Pardon me. We might very well have completed our questing. Cause I can't think of anywhere else that we haven't gone for questing. Let's double check. Okay. I still need to do this. We can do that. Yeah. Because if I recall correctly, Gath Ulun was that one room, that one cave in Guthburs. Are you counting the Greyhammer as epilogue? Greyhammers. Greyhammers and Grey Mauls, man. Curse the dwarves and their stiff necks.
What can I do for you?
And I still have to do the Dungeons of Dol Guldur stuff. Like these two. But here's the problem. Is my understanding of these two quests require that you have to do them on... Like, you don't get all three champions of Dol Guldur unless you're running it on tier 2. Because you need to complete the challenge. Had an itch. I mean, we can try it again just to see what happens. Hospital druids. Okay. So we can try tier 2 on 65. I don't think it's going to trigger though.
The dungeons of Dol Guldur are famed for their terror. Thrain, father of Thorin Oakenshield, perished here.
Except
not
they
before
are.
passing his legacy to Gandalf the Grey.
Oh, wait. I picked the wrong thing. Oh well, I need to do this quest anyway, so.
What are you doing? Get up! I told you to leave the barrels alone.
How do you know what this does? Hmm. Well, hey. I remember these guys last time around. Rude. Why are you crying, buddy? I don't even know what your name is. Oh. Heisler. Oh no! Got tossing the clink. That's rude of you two ladies. Also, not one of the people I'm looking for. But hey, 2 dudes are sleeping. Excellent. Well, just in case I need another one, let's take this with me. Hey, that's one of the guys I needed to save. Of course, now I don't remember the way out. Uh, basically straight this way. Is he gonna fall asleep or not? Apparently so. Wait, where's the guy? Where's my dude? Where's my elf guy? Where is he? Come on, come on, come on. Come on. Well, she's not one of the ones I'm looking for. No nightshade either. I'm super lucky. There might be somebody in here that I can get out before the thing. I'm super lucky. Well, you're also not one of the ones I'm looking for. Come on. Ah! Alas. Not enough time. Not enough time.
Did you really think you could escape the dungeons of Dol Guldur alive?
Yes?
All you have managed to do is to collect our enemies into one room. Now you too shall share in our prisoner's fate. You shall never leave this place alive.
You will never leave this place alive!
I focus the shadows on you. You shall not leave my prison alive. Back to your cells.
Yay! We completed one of the quests.
I was planning on sparing some of your lives. No longer. You cannot think to threaten me. Is this how you will?
Oh, the animations. Okay, so you can only open these if you rescue more people. Ooh. So I can only open the one small banshee chest to the side, alas. I got a club of penetration because I did this on a low level. Hi, Thief Kitty. What are you howling about, boy cat? Okay, so that actually wasn't the instance I intended to do, so that kind of works out alright. Hello, kitty cat. Pardon me. Let us, while we're at it, I'm gonna go check out this pair of pants I picked up. The leggings of might. Oh, look at them. Ain't they fancy? They're fancy. Hello, kitty. What? Oh, I got you. I have a kitty. Get up here. Get up here. Hi. I have a kitty cat. He has a purr. He also has a drool. He is a very drooly cat. Yes, you are. What are you doing, kitty? Brow. Get off the microphone. I know you're cute. Get off the microphone. Just curl up and lay down. There you go. Because knocking it over and scattering its contents is a great way to get rid of the smell of the odorous barrel. Makes sense. Hello. Oh. I know, my arm is tasty, cat. They do like rickety stairs, don't they? Let's see if I can remember how to get out of here. I do. The thief kitty has a purr. I have a kitty cat.
It pleases me to know that you have dealt with the threat of Goth Illume.
Yay! I am the hastener of fate. Nice. I got some Ultra points. Okay. So I did all of these. I still haven't finished that, because that's gonna take me forever. Hi. Hello. The main difference as to why I'd want to do the defensive Lorien stuff is because it is in the main landscape Lorien tab. But we have completed the Moria tab, the Southern Mirkwood tab. So Ravanian, the next thing I have to do is go to the Great River, I suppose. So chat, what would you recommend? Do you want me to go... We could go to the Great River. Down here. Or we could pop back over the mountains and start going down through Enidwythe. Let's actually take a look at my D tracker while I'm at it here. Yeah. Didn't take as long as I thought it would. It wasn't as bad as Moria completed. Like, that's also because I didn't actually say I'm gonna finish Southern Mirkwood tonight, and a month and a half later, still not getting done with it. Okay, so Eriador. Let's go take a look and see what we're missing in Eriador. The Breland stuff that I'm missing is the Wildwood stuff. The Trollshaw stuff that I'm missing is the Angle of Methythel stuff. I mean, I could go back and do those, but I kind of want to save them until, and save them a little bit later. Also, one thing, we're supposed to be getting a casual stroll through something, with Scenario on Wednesday, right? And he has been talking about the possibility, like, he said that he had 3 more places to go when we voted on the last thing. And it was going to be, he was going to take them in order. Like, the one that got the most votes to go first, which has already happened. Then he's going to do the one that got the second most votes, and the one that got the fewest votes. But he also gave himself some wiggle room that says, we might have something to preview. One of those might get delayed because we need to preview something. And I'm kind of thinking... I think right now everybody's kind of thinking whatever's coming next involves hobbits in the Shire in some fashion. And I think the reason we think that is the next big story arc is going to involve men. I mean, it's just going to, because it's part of the story, it's part of the lore, and it's in the Stable Master map. Again, if you're unfamiliar with what I'm talking about, Stable Master map is that button up there. And you see all this massive play area that we have here with all the buttons that are lighting up, that I have all of them completed. 226 to 226. Except, there's now a scroll bar here when you have the map open as far as you can have it open. And you scroll down. This screams we're going south. And look how much space there is there. Even if it's kind of like, this space is like this big. Like, there's all of this space over here that people want to see them fill in. Fair. There's space over here that people want them to fill in. Fair. They want to know what happens in Rune, but them adding this in screams they're doing something here. They have not announced anything. They haven't given us any hints or clues But that's where my money is right now. That's where my money's sitting. That's the bet I'm making. Okay, so Eriador is complete, except for newer content in the Wildwood, the Anglo-Mythithal, and then we can go down to Enedwaith and Dunlin, right? In Rovanian right now, the only deeds we have in Lorien yet to do are the other 4 defensive Lorien deeds. And that will get us 18 out of 18. So we've done everything in Moria. What am I missing in Southern Mirkwood? Well, I've done that one. And I've done that one. And I've done that one. So I never filled them in when I first started using the D tracker. Okay. So this is accurate. One thing you'll notice here is that none of these have been filled in, except for a few here, because I haven't actually gone and... We can do that actually. We can kind of do that right now. So let's bring the deed log over. And let's go to Great River. And let's hit completed. And we'll just fill in a couple of these just so you can see how much of it I actually have left to do in the Great River. Okay, ancient... Argle. Ancient ruins of the Limelight. Done. Brownlands Explorer. Discovery Routes of Fangorn. Earl's Mead Explorer. Explorer of the Great River. Oh, hey. I got all of them! Hurrah! That makes it easy. Limelight Gorge. Parth Celebrant. Rushgore. Thinglad. And the Wailing Hills. So I've got basically the exploration deeds. So I haven't done all of the quests or the Slayer deeds to completion. So yeah, I have to get the freaking Kindred rep with Standguard to get the last interior in Standguard, which kind of sucks. Not gonna lie, it does kind of suck. And as usual, I have not completed the Slayer deeds. I was never really good about completing Slayer deeds. So I have a quest to do there. 4 quests I can do there. I hardly did any of these at the time, but I can sure as hell kill them now. That'll be fine. Wailing Hills, Thinglad. Oh, I haven't done those yet. Beast. Gosh, I haven't done most of these Slayer deeds. I think I was like super eager just to move forward in the story. I didn't care about anything else. Spider and Titan. So yeah, we can have fun in the Great River. That'll be fun. Or we can go back to Eriador, and Misty's are done. Evendim is done. Angmar, Forchel, Eregion is done. So we just have Enedwaith and Dunlin to do. Enedwaith, I just have some Slayer deeds to complete apparently. Let's double check. Let's double check here. Okay. Exiles from the Lonely Mountain. Long Road to the Hobbits. Cartreves of Enedwaith. Path of the Great Company. Little Wonders. Mysteries of Enedwaith. Yep, got final on that one. Dunlending Slayer. Not done yet. Wolf and Shadow Wolf Slayer. Got that. Fisher King, I got that situated. Master of Stairs. Okay, so the Ended Wife one looks accurate. Let's go take a look at the done. I think what I did is I went through and tracked all the ones from Eriador when I first started using the D tracker. This was before Cube had set it up so that you could more readily import your existing completed deeds into the D tracker. Okay, so Dunland. Let's close Ended Wife. Dunland. I did all the exploration deeds because I love doing that. Exploring the Isendale. Where's the main Exploring Dunland quest in here? Yeah, Explorer of Dunland 10 of 10, so all of these are done. Oh. Let's not do that. I did a boo-boo. Okay. I need to uncheck some of these then. Okay. Quest in Cairnglim, quest in the Dunbog, quest in Gravenwood. Not the Heathfills. Isendale. And none of the rest of these. Okay, Beast Slayer, Beast Slayer Advanced, Kraban Slayer, Dunlending Slayer, Goblin. Oh, I did get the Dunlending Advanced. Okay, Goblin Slayer. Why are these not in order? Orc Slayer. I do not have Slayer of the Dead, or Warwick Slayer, or Urukai Slayer. I do have Tracking an Old Goat and the Gatekeepers. Okay. So I still have to do those. Okay. So we're still, 57% in Dunland and 48% in Ended Wife versus 26% in the Great River. Wow, that's a lot of stuff to do. I don't know. Okay, what do y'all think, chat? Should we go to the Great River? Should we go to Endwife? Or should we go back and go to Wildwood and the Angle? Wildwood or the Angle. Pick one. Pick one! What would you like to see me go to next? In the meantime, let's go see if I can find that other quest that I was... The Let Them Hunger quest, I think, is the one I've been looking at. And why is my phone causing my graphics tablet to spaz out? It's like my phone is receiving some kind of signal and it's causing the graphics tab to go, ah! It doesn't know what it's doing. Oh my god, it's TD! Everybody watch out, behave yourselves. As if TD knows how. And Aiden says in Ales and Tales, please join us on April 11th at the Breland Festival stage as Ales and Tales brings you an evening of swing and jazz. Bands signing up for the night, take note. April 11th, jazz, swing and jazz night at Ales and Tales. Alright, in the meantime, where should we go next? Let's see, what was this one? It says, Defeat the wargs. So that's gonna be at the warg pens. So let's... I'm not sure that that's going to work, though. Because if I recall correctly, these can only work if you have... You have to do it on max level.
The warg pens of Dol Guldur are where the hounds of the Dark Lord are bred, trained, and kept. Here, goblin keepers care for the mater of the pack.
I forgot to change the level on it. I'm just saying. I might have made a mistake. So that might have been a thing that I accidentally did. Why am I collecting this? Why am I doing this on max level? Like an idiot. Let's get out of here. I didn't mean to do this on max level. This actually kind of reminds me of a... And I was running it on tier 2. Holy shit. Good job, me. So that wasn't too bad if that was tier 2 on max level. I was able to take on one mob. What was that quest I'm supposed to be doing? Not that one. This one. Or maybe I was just misreading the information on the... Because it was the wiki that said that it had to be done at max level for it to count or something. That you had to actually be running a specific challenge for it to work right. We'll find out. We'll find out. I think it's the same as the other one. The other one you had to fight all 3 champions at once, which only happens if you're doing tier 2. But it seemed to imply that it was only if you're tier 2 at max level, because otherwise it won't trigger the challenge. I don't know, I've done other instances where the tier 2, that you could do the challenge and it not be at max level. Maybe it was one of those cases where it was a scaling instance versus a non-scaling instance. I don't know. We'll find out in a minute, though.
Bring it on! My pets grow hungry!
This game doesn't lag. What are you talking about, people?
This next warg will make short work of you. This next warg will make short work of you. This next warg will make short work of you.
Oh, get him.
This
Wake you.
next warg will make short work of you. No! My precious wargs! You may have bested me, but you won't get past her.
Her? These are old elven ruins. At least it feels old elvish, or Noldoran. Can't jump in there. I want to jump in there. It's like the Rancor Pit in Star Wars Return of the Jedi, right? What is that? It's like a piece of foul meat. Yeah, basically you have to have them eat these, but apparently they're not active unless you're at max level, I'm guessing. That's unfortunate. Okay, what'd I get? I got... Oh, a BOE. Nice. And we got a BOP. Another BOP over here. Alright, let's clean out the inventory and then we're gonna go wandering, I think, chat. I think we're gonna go wandering in a minute. After we do inventory management, the most exciting part of your day. This song actually reminds me of a song that's in DDO. What do these look like? Lobby essences are not worth the money. The green garnets aren't. I don't need those either because I have more than 500 of them stashed away. Okay. Thief Kitty! What are you doing? What are you doing, cat? Meow. Meow. Alright. Sell all that crap for over 2 gold. Hell yeah. Alright. Let's clean up this mess, shall we? Alright. First of all, let's rearrange it so I can find stuff more readily. You behave yourself. Yes, you. Okay. So what we have here is, let's take this BOE gear and just throw it to the BOE gear collector. Alright, let's get the crafting stuff to the crafting alts. Cook. He's also my jeweler. Alright. Jeweler. Cook stuff. Cook stuff. Okay. Next, we have, let's get those runes out of there too. Okay, 85, nope. 45. 45. 45. Cool, cool. And the 85 stuff actually goes in the vault. In shared storage. So, let's... Metalsmith, metal! Throw the horns. Scholar, tailor. Metal is also... My metalsmith is also my... my tailor. So, okay, here's the brimstone. And scholar. There's also the farmer. Weaponsmith and weaponsmith. I think I just realized why the house continues to smell like smoke. There's something... Yeah. I think there's a piece of burnt plastic in the trash can that I should probably go toss out after the stream. Have I heard of a possible date for Buckeye Moot? Not yet. What I can tell you is that we've got some interesting leads on places. Meow. Meow. Okay, crafting stuff has been mostly set aside. Okay, let's go into the shared storage. Have a big old yawn. Crafting. Crafting carryalls. Oh my god. Crafting carryalls. Toss that in there. And the other crafting materials go in my particular vault. You have no space for that. Okay, so we got a whole bunch of space. Also, let's see if I can actually do one each of the quests in Moria. That's something I should do for cleanup as well. Okay, let's put this back. Not in there. Let's put this back in here where it belongs. And look at that mess. Look at that mess. Okay. Let's go to the 21st. Trying to think of the best, quickest way to get there from here. Probably just go to my kin house. And we'll be having a post about Mythmoot soon as well, because Mythmoot is cool. I don't know. Should we go someplace where it's going to be light out, or should we go someplace that's in a cave? I really don't know. I think we can at least go to Moria and clean up those dailies that require the infused gemstone, since Killam was ever so super kind to provide me with a couple of infused gemstones to be able to complete them. So I think there's like 3 each for each gemstone, so you need a total of 6 gemstones each. So we'll see if we can do that. Remember the last time I tried one, the quest actually bugged out. So I want to be careful about that. And if it doesn't work, then we'll say fuck it and go someplace else. And yes, I use bad words. Okay. 21st hall. What's going on in the Discord tonight? Gums is updating us on his attempts to be a trapper. Okay. Let's go
Dwarves must fight for dwarves.
to Golden View. Matt, look at that goat I'm riding. I have a kick-ass goat now. I have the goat of the threshold, because we in the Lonely Mountain Band went through the threshold. And I also have the steed. I can't show it to you right now, but I do have the steed that you get for completing the current raid. Because I have completed the current raid.
I would be grateful for your assistance.
Okay, let's see if we can get this quest completed once.
Greetings, traveler.
Why won't you let me do it? Alright, there we go.
The ancient tomb of a great dwarfsmith of Khazad-dûm is now the site of a terrible evil. A cargo in the service of the Nine has come to forge, and with him many fell spirits, and have put the fires of the forge to evil use.
He is just loud and obnoxious. It's also because I'm ignoring him. Fifi, wanna come up and play? Fifi kitty. Kitty kitty. And I am not wearing blue today. Yes, this is true. I'm wearing my Lotro shirt today. See? We get to kill a Cargul? Hell yeah. Okay, this one worked. Because I think the last time I did one of these, I was supposed to use an ancient anvil at the end, but it never activated. So maybe it was just a bug. Maybe it was just a bug.
At your service and your families. Welcome. You have come at a most fortuitous time. I am at your service.
The returning dwarves go heedlessly into the dark of Muria. Their scouts, seeking a lost forge, find instead a nest of deadly spiders. The spiders prefer the blood of the living, and so there is still hope for their rescue.
A blessing on my father's beard. Saying this to an elf? Elves don't have beards! For the most part. Except Kierden, and he's a weirdo. Hell, even Aragorn didn't have a beard. Nor Boromir, nor Denethor, nor any of the Númenórean sorts. Because that was a thing. Is the Númenóreans didn't have beards. Because of their elf-related blood. In the lore, in the original books. Then again, Tolkien changed his mind on beards. At least for example, for dwarves. But then again, he changed his mind on whether there were actually dwarf women or not. Meow! Oh no! That's a big crystal ass spider. It's also a very dead crystal spider. And now I can use the ancient anvil, theoretically. Kitty! Kevin wants to know why you're howling so loud. What? Is it because I'm ignoring you? It's because I'm ignoring him. Oh, that's where the ravenous hatchling is. Well, what the hell? Come here. Come here. Kevin wants to say hi. Come here. Come here. Oh, he's just sitting on the floor now. He's okay. He's just being a butthead. Yes, you are. You're being a butthead.
I am at your service. Come and stay a moment, friend. Well met, friend.
Many armories and forges of the dwarves lie dormant in Khazad-dûm, awaiting the hands of their masters. One such has been claimed by the orcs of Moria for a training hall. If the forge is to see service again, the orcs must be driven forth.
You know what? Screw it. Let's get everybody. Everybody in here. Come on, you two. Come on, you three. Come on, everybody. Let's get everybody together because, oh, everybody's coming in. Let's get them all. Oh, look at this. Look at this mess. This is going to be glorious. Watch this. Watch this, people. Hi. He's a grumpy kitty. And this is why their server like, yep, champions with the Shing Shing.
Greetings, traveler.
I can see which one that actually broke. Alright, let's do the Library of Steel. Yeah, the Mithril Slaves was the one that I attempted before, and it bugged out, so I couldn't actually finish it. The Anvil.
The Library of Steel contains many
Ooh,
secrets
this is
of the
pretty.
smithy, protected by the wards of the dwarves, for which they are well known. Now the Gashai seek to summon lesser fire spirits to break the wards and ravage the library and the forge within.
Ooh, I like that tapestry. That's a cool tapestry. That one is too. Oh no, there's one fire spirit present. I thought I was gonna get a perfect option here. Oh noes. Oh no, there's two of them present. I see it. Oh hey, killing a fire spirit. Yes. I'm fine with that. So, we're gonna go back and kill that other fire spirit that manifested. Because I want a perfect run here. Is it? It's not here? Was it one of the ones downstairs that managed to summon? I don't see a fire spirit. This is actually a really nice library. Oh, there it is. There. 0 fire spirits present. I do like this right here. This ramp to the second level. That's freaking cool. Alright. Let's go up to the actual second level. The second floor. And now let's go up to the third floor. Where the bad guy is. How is this ancient anvil actually working? There's no fire. I want to know this, chat. I'm puzzled. So, no stream tomorrow because tomorrow's Tuesday. However, there's going to be a very interesting, speaking on the subject of moots, Ardent Esoteric, there's going to be a stream tomorrow
Well met, friend.
where Professor Corey and Karita Alexander are going to explain how to run your very own moot. Come on.
I would be grateful for your assistance. Greetings, traveler.
Basically to show that it's not as
Dwarves
much
are not alone in
work
their
as some
search for
people
mithril.
think it might be.
Orcs and goblins toil within the barren mines, seeking some small vein of Moria silver to use against the free peoples, or at least to keep it from them.
killing you beats kicking goblins around? Really? Okay. Where are your papers? Ah, never mind. Okay, now we just gotta get the mine overseer. Okay, looks like the anvil's working this time around, so that's helpful.
I am at your service.
Okay, and the last one.
Welcome. You have come at a most fortuitous time. Well met, friend.
In the deep places of Moria, an ancient and hidden dwarf forge has been penetrated by an outcast band of Merivile, seeking the tools which lie there in disuse. To what end such creatures might put them remains unknown.
Okay, so the ancient anvil is here. Yay, we did it! Okay. He was laying on the floor and he was presenting tummy, so I tickled his tummy. He got tummy tickles. He gets chin tickles too. Look at that chin tickle. Get that chin tickle. Okay, we've officially completed all 6 of those quests, so I can get out of Moria. Where should I go next, chat? We could... Alright, you know what? We're gonna roll for it, because I still have like half an hour to kill. Okay, number 1... Number 1, we go to Enidwaith. Number 2, because it doesn't look like we got a lot to do in Enidwaith, quite frankly. Number 2, we go to Dunland. Number 3, we go to the Great River. Number 4, we go back and work on Shadows of Angmar content. Hi, Killam. So, 1d4. Oh, they throw dice all over the desk. And I even forget which ones are which. Actually, it's not how I roll my die. Okay, let's get everything out of here. That's actually not a d4, that's a d6, so it doesn't count. This is a d4. Worse than a Lego to step on, I tell you. 4. 4 was this choice, actually. So I guess we're gonna go work on Shadows of Angmar instances. Well, I threw dice all over the desk and floor, apparently. Alright, let's go to Breathe to get out of the oppressive music, so we're at least in daytime. So this is Champion of the Halls of Night. Let me go see what it takes to complete that deed. Lotro-wiki.com. Okay. Champion of the Halls of Night. Okay. So it says I have to complete a deed called Raising Spirits. Hey, there's a band. Oh, hey, it's somebody from the LNB with their own kinship called Life in the Lilliputians. Interesting. Because, you know, that never happens. It's nice to actually be someplace that it's, you know, peaceful. Okay, so Raising Spirits, what does you need to do? Complete challenge Raising Spirits. Okay. How do you get the challenge? Defeat him without harming any of the tortured spirits. So that's basically you'd have to kill him fast enough so that you don't harm the tortured spirits. And you get an emote? Okay. Okay, let me think here. Let me go through the Halls of Night and see if I can do this, and if not, we'll see what else we need to do. Okay. And that is a scaling instance. I forgot that was a scaling instance. Apparently. It's a level 40 instance, so let's bring this all the way down to the bottom of the barrel. Because I don't care about marks, I don't care about rewards.
The hillmen of Angmar have discovered an ancient barrow hidden away for centuries. The leaders of Ohio have called for adventurers willing to brave the tomb, rumored to be filled with wealth and riches. Markings surrounding its entrance bear an ominous warning. Twisted creatures and slumbering warriors at the foot of a powerful sorcerer.
Alright, so I get to wear this weird-ass robe. I want that in my house! Yeah, hate when I do that. And you thought the Den of Pugalok was the weirdest ass shit they put in this game. I think it's actually been a long time since I've done this instance. And I never did it on level. I'm not gonna lie, never did it on level. Honestly, I'm kind of reminded of one of the Valkorian instances in SWTOR's Knights of the Fallen Empire. Creepy ass shit. He's very polite. Yeah, because it says you have to do the challenge, and I don't see the challenge quest having popped. Maybe challenges only apply to quests that scale? Or is this just at scale? Like, for example, if I go into, Schoonfield or Stairs, they'll actually pop a challenge quest when I go in. We'll see how it goes. I mean, those guys are supposed to aggro once the final fight starts. And the challenge is to keep them from being damaged at all during the final fight. Wow, that was a bit of an underwhelming sensation. I think in this particular case, if it has to be done on or close to level, you'd probably just need like one other person with you to take aggro from those guys to let those guys wail on you while the main person takes on the boss. And I didn't kill any of them. At least read spirits. Yay, go me! Yeah, so I didn't get that completed, alas. Yeah. Not fussed about it right now. Not right now. I'm just leaving myself a mental note that that's how we have to handle that one. Alright. What was the next one? Well, I didn't intend to open the skirmish panel, and you can see how much I play skirmishes. It's just like this one in these two require the challenge mode as well, which is tier 2 on level or close to level. Yeah, so I think we're at the point where if all of these require the challenge is done on level, there's not much you're going to be able to do about that. I don't recall if Fornos is scaling, though. Yeah, they are scaling. Blah. So I think anything that scales requires you to complete it on or near level, and anything that doesn't scale is the challenge is based on level for whatever the thing is. Well, that kind of bites. Okay. An ancient threat. Thorok defeated. Didn't I beat Thorok's ass? I thought I completed Agaroth the Narrow Delve. On tier 1, I'm pretty sure I did. Yep, still more challenges. And these also scale. So we're fucked. Numinous Great Barrow also scales, if I recall correctly. Hey, I've done Survival Barrow Downs, kids. No, actually, I lied. I didn't do survive. I did enough of it to get the Harbinger to spawn. Me, Aiden, and... Was it Thrasili or Carnifex we did that? I could run, I could go run school and, school and library. And kill everything in sight. Oh, I know I did Woe the Willow on tier 1. Or maybe, oh, maybe I just did it on solo. Well, I'm gonna have to clean my bags out first before I do anything else. So let's do that real quick. Let's do that, shall we, chat? I got a spear. Looks like that. A shield that looks like that. Pair of shoes. A halberd. Gloves. Gloves aren't too bad. Looks like they're maybe navy colored. Indigo. My bad. Another halberd. And a hammer. Okay, so... I don't really get much of anything. Okay, so we have a tracery here. A tracery there. Another tracery. Another tracery. Tracery. Okay, I'm going to send the traceries. Since they're level 50 traceries, I'm going to send them to the level 49 Bjorning. That sounds like a great idea. Okay. And she will also get those. It's the same freaking character. Okay. Kirellen, the Bjorning, gets these. And this. Oh, kill him. Did you want those, infused thingy-majiggers back, by the way? Because I can send them back to you while I'm at it. Okay. Because I've done them, I don't need to do them again. I don't need to do them again. And this will also be helpful because you actually sent me more than I needed, so I'll send you my entire supply of them. So, have at them. Okay, let's take care of... I never did actually look at the crossbow, only because I don't like most of the crossbows in game, but this one's not as bad as many. No, thief. Meow. 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 He's a butthead. He's a butthead. Meow. 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 Oh, kill him. I need to talk to you later about shenanigans that I have in mind. I talked about it earlier on the stream, but I want to save you some time and actually tell you about it in the Discords later. Meow. 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 Chicanery and ideas and shit. It'll be fun. It'll be good times. Gonna cause some trouble. Cause some trouble. Make some chaos. Do a thing. Okay, weaponsmith. Weaponsmith doesn't have a thing. So Zaylen gets that all by his lonesome. That goes to the scholar. Thiefy, what is your damn problem tonight, cat? He's being really loud and obnoxious. He's being loud and obnoxious? Like, that cat is such a pain in the ass. No, he's a good kitty. Except when he's being a bully. Thief is a bully. Okay, that won't go in my thing. That needs to be sold. What are these? 51s. I can send those to... I'm not sure about the 51s, honestly. Those could go in the vault. Actually, this goes in the vault too. Boop. And yes, I need to clean my damn vault out. Look at this mess. Look at this mess. Look how many enhancement runes I've got at level 121. It's ridiculous. I should make a couple of these. Make a couple of gold traceries for this character. Or maybe pop these two open as this character. And hope that they come out with something that's an upgrade. Well, I mean, they should. But knowing my luck, if I pop those two open on this champion, who already has, ow, got something in my eye. Who already has, scions across the board. Knowing my luck, it'll be 2 traceries that I would never use. If you have an essence carryall, you can add those to it. I have an essence carryall that's full of essences. Because, yeah, the whole stacks to 100 thing is bullshit. That I'm just gonna call it bullshit. Because if I get a bag in DDO, generally the minimum stack size is like 100. There are very few. I think there's a few of them that have like the tiny bags stacked to like 50 or something. But with something like this, Standing Stone needs to basically let us stack like thousands in there. Kevin dropping the gifty to TD. Hell yeah. By the way, TD, kill him, Kevin, everybody. I need to make a waffle Twitch emote for you all. And I would make it I would make two versions. I would make a follower version that you can use, anybody could use here in this channel, because I know folks can't always subscribe to the channel, but they follow it. And then I would make the subscriber version that you can use in any Twitch channel. So if you subscribe, then you can take the waffle emote anywhere. And I would spam the shit out of it in the Signamu channel Friday mornings when Sparrow is on, because Sparrow found that we have a waffle emote in Slack, and holy shit! Yes? Yes, you squeaky kitty? I would make a waffle emote just for TD. Hi, kitty. He has a purr. Cat has a purr. It's almost 11 o'clock, so I don't really want to actually start anything new necessarily, now that we're pretty much done inventory managing. Oh, you are a butthead. You are a butthead. Yes, you are. You're a butthead. The kitty is a butthead. Okay, so I'm gonna send those... Ow! Claws? Claws? Do you mind? Claws? Well, see, I don't even need to send those to Kirellen, because... Hey, which alt is the one that actually has... I have your paw. I've got your paw. I've got your paw. Who... Oh, God, it came up on that monitor. Get down here. So it's not gonna blind me. Lotro. Who has my pots? Doubloons. Doubloons is the dwarf with the pots. Got your tail. Okay, he can also take these. No, these go to Azure Bell, because she can actually use them at 65. So, kill him. You're not on... I don't know if you saw my Discord, but I tried to make ramen this morning without putting water in it like a dumbass. My house still smells like smoke. I think it's probably because I think there's some of the burnt plastic is still in the trash can, so I need to get rid of it. I mean, I'm going to take the trash out tomorrow anyway, but... Ugh. This is what happens when Druid hasn't had her caffeine and her mind is focused on attending a meeting. Hi, kitty. What are you doing? Getting cuddles. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at this face. Look at that face. He's getting his tummy tickled. I don't know if you can actually see, he's got one silver whisker over here on this side of his face. And it's the most, it's like, he's got a gray whisker. He's got this big ass gray whisker. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. You're an old boy. You're an old cat. You're an old kitty. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yeah. teapot becoming one with, it's nasty. Okay, let's clean shit up. Make sure I didn't forget anything when I was mailing stuff. Hammer. Yeah, I'm selling the jewel crafting stuff because I actually don't need it. I have way too much jewel crafting shit. So I got another gold out of it. Yash. And then look at this. Woo! Look at all those empty bank slots. Yash. Yash. By the way, you want to know how much personal... You think Lotro has it bad when it comes to bank slots? I'm going to show you how bad it is. Now, bearing in mind that I have purchased all of the available inventory slots. Here's how it is in DDO. 5, 10, 15... You know, I'm not even going to bother. You know, because I don't want to mess the thing. Basically, you start with 60 bank slots, or personal vault slots. And I think you start with 45 shared storage slots. Vault. Shared storage slots. It's wacky. It's very wacky. It's very wacky. And look at that. I messed everything up. Boop! There it goes. Okay. I used to hate auto-sorting my stuff, but now I live it. I just completely live it. So it is just... Dang, it actually just turned 11 o'clock. So I think I am going to call it an evening. Next stream will be... Wednesday. Random Lotro night. Which means I could play any of my characters. I don't know which one. These will probably determine which one I play, unless something weird happens. Like, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Now, I am probably going to start the stream early. In that, if I started at 7, I can get done by 10. And therefore not run into Corey's time for the Nature of Middle-earth, which is really cool. Also, on Wednesdays, there is a stream that I moderate for Signum University. It's called Other Minds and Hands. It's a Tolkien reference, actually. About... Wait, hang on here. Hang on. I'm seeing something weird. Wait, can we get back in there? That's not where the Scholars Hall is. Is it? No. I want to get back in there. I'm curious. But anyway, it's called Other Minds and Hands, and what it is it's a discussion of adaptation. Because as you probably know, there has been a little controversy regarding the new Amazon series, and a lot of people are concerned about how the adaptation is being made, and a lot of the commentary, and we're not calling anybody names, there's just folks who didn't think a black elf was Tolkienian. And there are some folks who actually are white supremacist assholes who need to go eat themselves into a fire. But there are legitimately folks who didn't realize, may not have done such a close reading of the books, to realize that Tolkien really didn't describe people's appearances all that fucking much. Like, people are freaking out about Elrond having short hair. Where does Tolkien say elves had long hair? Where did that shit come from? We were actually, last week or the week before, or the week before, something like that, in exploring Lord of the Rings, we actually came across the thing. It's like, wait a minute, do we know that Gimli has an axe? Like, what kind of axe did Gimli have with him in Rivendell? That whole, you have my axe. How the fuck do we know the dwarves use axes? Because we looked at the text, we're like, wait a minute. Exactly, where did that come from? So, what they're going to be doing is they're going to be discussing the notion of adaptation. It's hosted by Corey and adaptation expert Dr. Maggie Park. She's less of a Tolkienian scholar and more of and how is this being adapted? How is this being faithful to the work or the original work? So it's intended to be a little bit of a pushback against the negativity and to actually discuss what we know rather than what we fear might happen or what we firmly might believe was in the books but actually fucking wasn't in the books, right? Because there was like a quote that was running around a lot about how evil can never create, only good can create, evil can only copy, or something like that. And it was attributed to Tolkien, and Tolkien never actually said it. People just, it sounds like something he could have said, ? But, and the whole thing about dwarf women having beards or not having beards, and honestly, Tolkien changed his mind like 3 or 4 different times throughout his life. I mean, that was in his documented writings that at one point he told people dwarves don't have women. It's like, you may not know, there may not even be any dwarf women. So it's not beard or no beard, it's like woman or no woman at all. So they're going to be doing it and this is going to be like a scholarly sort of thing. And actually, I would highly recommend that before Wednesday evening, go back and watch last week's episode because we had our first guest on the show and he's fucking awesome. He's a dude we found on TikTok. Well, we didn't find him on TikTok. He made himself, a dude by the name of New Betta Do Betta is his TikTok handle. And he's this black dude who's a Tolkien expert and is super into the lore. Like, he was, okay. The dude was out talking Corey. I never thought I'd ever live to see the day that somebody could actually out-talk Corey. It happened. It was glorious. And I love the way that he addressed the fact that, he was the lone black man on the show, and he's right now pretty much the leading black Tolkienian expert in my circle of acquaintances, and he's not the only one out there. But the thing is, we're a pretty white bread university, I'm not gonna lie. And Corey addressed that particular question is like, how would you address this question? People are going to ask you, you're the black guy, what do you think about this? And he's like, it's not about me being the black guy. You don't care about me being the black. And he just completely didn't sidestep the question, but he redirected the question about, here's how I, as a black person, look at this. And this is how I think this could work, and this is how these are my hopes that, so he basically took that question and took it in a different direction. He didn't answer, you're the token black man, tell us what you think, which is not really the question Corey was asking anyway, but he had to address it in some fashion, and it was brilliant. I loved it. And I don't know who our guests are going to be on Wednesday, but the thing is, on Wednesdays, it starts at 4:00, runs till 7. So either I will have to eat my supper during that broadcast, but I'll be moderating. Actually, if you watch the YouTube version, you'll see me talking as myself. You'll also see some comments from Signum University, and that was also me. I had both windows up here in chat, so when I had to say something official like, it's like, hey, we thank you for being here. Welcome to our broadcast, and, Corey's referencing this and dropping a link. That would be me in the university account. And then if I'm just talking with everybody else, I'm just on my own account. It was actually pretty cool. I can't do that on Twitch. I can't, be the university and then also, be myself and actually participate in the conversation with everybody else. So it was kind of neat. So that was fun. I got to embody an entire university, which is very weird. Anyway, it is past 11. I am going to go find out why my house still stinks. And I have a suspicion what it is, and I need to fix it. And I'm going to go get snacks because I didn't actually have breakfast. I had a bowl of cereal like an hour and a half later when I could actually breathe properly. And the house was still doing most of the airing out. And I need to use the restroom. So I'm going to go do that. I will be back on Wednesday with whatever we decide to play. Probably going to... Well, it doesn't help that there is burnt plastic still in the house. And I think that's adding to it in the garbage now. And normally garbage day is on Tuesday nights. I might just take it out tonight. Get a new garbage bag. Because right now it's probably investing in that garbage pail. Pail? Garbage bin? Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to go take care of all that stuff and get snacks because I need snacks. I think I deserve snacks after my day. I applied for how many jobs today? I forget. I lost track of how many jobs I applied for today. And also pretty soon I'll be starting up my training to be learning how to make websites, which will be very relevant to the project I'm going to discuss with Killam after the show. And then we're going to do some chicanery. And yeah, we're going to have a chat. It'll be fun. And I'm going to go because I'm waffling. And I don't have any waffles in the house. And this makes me very sad. So I'm going to go find what I do have in the house for snacks. You know what? I might actually get my revenge on the ramen by actually having ramen for midnight snack or late snack. Actually have the ramen I intended to have, god damn it. Plus it'll get a different smell in the microwave, I think. Because I think the only way I would really be able to get the 100% smell out of the is put like vinegar. Wash the microwave with vinegar. I don't have any vinegar in the house. That sucks. But anyway, I'm gonna go. Y'all be good. If you can't be good, be TD. If you can't be TD, be Killam. And if you can't be any of those people, just be good at it, okay? Bye now.